All right, guys, let's get into this. All right, guys, what you guys are looking at right here, this is an award that I got. And guys, at the time, I was teaching in a inner city school system. This award right here, and the way I know when I first started teaching, guys, is because I got this award my very first year teaching. I was Teacher of the Year my first year teaching, guys. The school system had a little over 4,000 teachers at the time. They picked me as being one of the best teachers in the school system my very first year teaching. I taught mathematics. And here's what I realized. My teaching career was kind of on and off in the high school sector. But here's what I realized. Guys, if you are a teacher and you hold kids accountable, you hold parents accountable, you don't bend to administrators, especially when it comes to holding those kids accountable and having them to do what they need to do in order to get to the next level. And the way you hold them accountable is you simply, if they don't make the grade, you don't stamp your approval, which is the grade. See, but if you are that teacher and you have discipline and order in your classroom, and no matter what, you maintain your dominance in that classroom as a teacher, don't let them come in there and take over your classroom. If you're that teacher, if you're that type of teacher, in today's time, you're gonna get fired. You will be fired. They will let you go. What I realized, this right here, guys, what we're gonna talk about today, and what I want to get into today, is gonna be the trades. I was in the school system during the time that the trades were destroyed. I mean, they were on their last leg. And I was teaching math at the time. And I could see where things were going way back then, because at that particular time, they wanted to make sure that everybody had the upper tier mathematics courses. See, when I was in school, all you needed to do was take basic math 1 and basic math 2. And at some point in time, you go through high school and you become a senior or something, you may take algebra, maybe. But you just need the critical math skills in order to, if you had a trade, to go out here and charge people and make sure you can balance your checkbooks, etc. Well, I saw where the things were going, guys. What they did was they started out by making everybody take algebra 1, then algebra 2, then algebra 2 with trig, then pre-cal. The truth is, everybody can't do that stuff. There's probably 1/3 of the population that probably have the mindset to be want to do these STEM classes, science, technology, engineering, mathematics. But the school system were forcing everybody at that time to do it all. They wanted them to take all the high level math because they wanted to send their kids to college. The school system, those school systems were pushing, especially the inner city school system, in order to get their bragging rights. They wanted to say, well, hey, we sent so many kids to college. We had all our kids go to college. They go to a 4-year college. That's what they did. And then on top of that, you had the federal government comes in, and they started, guys, I'm telling you, if you are a teacher today, listen, I'm just understand this, guys. You have so much documentation today that you have to do that's mandated by the federal government in the school systems. You don't have time to do anything else. If you are a teacher today, All the stuff that they put on you, you got to do this, you got to do that. You don't even have time to sit down and figure out how you're going to impart the information that you're trying to teach to your students. And you doggone sure don't have split-second flexibility. Sometimes you may come in the classroom, and because people can't see certain things or they don't understand, you may have to deviate from what you originally was doing to get them to understand something. When the federal government got involved and started giving these kids and writing these checks out to these school systems to help these kids with things like the No Child Left Behind and all that kind of stuff, things just got really wicked. It got really bad. And as a teacher, and here's the thing, guys, in order to fail students today, matter of fact, today's time, man, kids don't fail. Well, they don't flunk. See, back when I was in school, you flunked. If you fail a major course, which is math, English, science, history, and then you fail an elective or just 2 classes, you had to repeat that whole grade all over again. They don't do that today. They barely fail courses. And matter of fact, guys, if you fail a student in today's time, you better have documentation this thick in order to fail them. And Lord forbid if they got a learning disorder. If they come in and they got this, that, and the other, and guys, it just seems like today's kids, man, these guys are allergic to life. And you can't fail them. And so now you got that going on. This is one of the things, this is one of the pillars that kill the trades, because they wanted everybody, especially in the black community, they wanted everybody to go to college. And we got our kids going to college. And they kill the trades. So I can put that on the government, the school system, the community, and the families. That's what killed it. That's what killed the trades. I don't know what we can do today. I think like I said, guys, we got to pivot in order to get these trades back. We got to pivot. And here's the thing, man. I almost think you got to catch these kids. You got to catch them before they even get to high school. You probably got to catch them before they get to middle school and start imparting information in them. I wish I had my shirt on the Girls and Boys Club, but this is what the Home Builders Association, the Greater Birmingham Association of Home Builders, that's what we're trying to do, guys. We did this thing where we're going out to try to target the kids at younger and younger ages to let them know that there's another option. There's another option, guys. We can, but you got to get them. You got to get them, because the kids of today, man, they're coming out. And if you ask a kid in high school, hey, man, what are you going to do? He goes, I'm going to college. Well, they're just telling you what they think you want to hear. But we have got to get the trades. I know I'm kind of going around and around, but guys, we got to get those trades back. I kind of got this thing right here. So really pretty much what happened to us, man, is the bureaucracy of government and the school systems that killed us. They killed the trades. Teachers, we got teachers today. They out here working just to get a job. I'm not saying all teachers, guys. There's good teachers out here. But, they got tenure laws. I tell you what, man, the Teaching Association is a very strong organization. They got these tenure laws, and it's not that they can't fire teachers who have tenure. It's just that you got to spend more money to get rid of them. And as a teacher, guys, I taught several years, high school, at both the high school and the collegiate level. Junior college and 4-year college. And guys, I've never in my life even thought about saying, hey man, I got to get tenure. That just never even crossed my mind, because I knew I was a good teacher. I knew that if they hired me, I brought value. And if they didn't see the value, somebody would see the value. I could get a job. And that's the mindset of these teachers today. Not to just get in here and you get your job and just kind of, once you get tenure, then you just kind of sit back and just sit at your desk and teach from your desk. This is where we're at. So we gotta, but like I said, guys, if you're a good teacher, you're in jeopardy of losing your job. If you hold these kids accountable, and this is both in both black, just inner city schools and suburban schools. I taught at both. Had different problems at both of them. And you're gonna have problems at both. You will have problems at both of them if you're firm, you hold people accountable. You make sure you don't let anybody come in like administrators and stuff, and they come in and they dictate. And I'm not saying administrators are bad. Now, administrators in the school system, especially in the inner city school systems, they're very top heavy. They paying these guys. Everybody got their PhD. Everybody. I just think they just give PhDs out now. It just, the PhDs they easy to get. But let me not get. I don't want to do that. I don't want to attack people with PhDs, but the guys, all these guys got PhDs. The school system spending all that money on these PhDs. They're very top heavy. They're not operating lean, and it's a mess. It's a mess, guys. So I don't know what we're gonna do, man. Maybe we'll fix this thing some other time. But we got to get these trades back. And right now, I think the only option that you have is to at least get out here and find somebody that's actually doing it and learn under them. Or you can go to a trade school and you can, 2-year colleges that do that. Or you can have Job Corps. But we frown upon Job Corps. The guys getting out here driving 18-wheelers and stuff like that. See, and that's another thing that we do, guys. We have to, especially in the African-American community, our women have got to start seeing value in the trades. Or just blue-collar work. Start engaging and dating and marrying the guys who out here doing the blue-collar work. Everybody's not going to be basketball players and rappers and scammers and stuff like that. I think to a degree, our women in the African American community shouldn't even date them. I wouldn't even date all these knuckleheads, these jackleg guys, and all this rap stuff. Cut them off. Cut the spigot off. Then you see all these other guys starting to get themselves together, guys. But guys, let me know what you think, man. I appreciate you guys. I got a lot of love on the last video I did. It's gonna be hard to kind of come back off of that one. But you guys like, share, subscribe, and y'all let me know what you think.